Hello obsessors, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it will be on this look right here. This is my everyday makeup routine slash October faves. I've used a lot of products in this video that I've been loving this past month and the months before that. I've been kind of rusty on my favorites video. If you guys like favorite videos, let me know in the comments below. I feel like you guys really don't view those as much, but if you are interested in those videos, please let me know in the comments below and I will start doing those every month for you guys. But I definitely wanted to film my everyday makeup routine and do an updated one because I get so many questions about this look, like so many questions. So I'm going to give you guys a lot of my tips and tricks that I have to use when I'm applying my makeup, things that I've been doing lately because my routine has changed up. I will also be showing you guys my brow routine that I've been doing lately because I have not been using pencil. I've been using gel, so I will be showing you guys that in the video also. And I just really hope you guys enjoy this video. Be sure to let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Thumbs this video up if you are enjoying it, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so for starters, we're going to start by prepping and priming the skin. I'm going to be using a moisturizer today because my skin is extremely dry. I'm going to be using the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I've talked about this a couple of times on my channel. It's really good for the winter time, and it's super duper moisturizing. So I'm going to apply this as my primer and my moisturizer today. Moisturizing and priming the skin is very important before you apply your makeup because it's going to set the tone for the makeup, how it lays, how it applies, and how it lasts for the rest of the day. So make sure you're moisturizing and priming your skin, whether you're oily or dry. You need to moisturize and you need to prime. And like I said, this is my favorite one. This is by Clinique. But before I start my foundation, I'm going to let that soak into the skin a little bit before I apply my foundation, and I'll be right back. For my foundation today, I'm going to go in with the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I recently got this on my trip, and you guys know that NARS All Day Luminous is my absolute favorite. This is just neck and neck. It's more luminous to the skin, and I just really like the way it looks. I'm in the same color as I am in the NARS Luminous Silk, and it's Tahoe. So I'm going to apply this to my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I'm going to apply this all to the skin. I don't put a lot of foundation on my forehead. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I don't need any coverage on my forehead, so I tend to stay away from that. My edges are still a little red from my recent hair color, but we're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna continue blending this out with my Damp Clean Beauty Blender. I recently got this pink one. I feel like it's not as soft as the black one or the new one, and I can't find my black one, and my new one is super filthy, so I'm using this pink one. It's okay. I mainly use the beauty blender just to go over the line so it's not streaky, and it just kind of thins out the foundation so it's not cakey either. So that's a good tip of how I kind of keep from getting cake face. You can use any foundation you want. I use this for everyday foundation. I use anything for everyday foundation. If I want to go real light, I'll just use all powder, but that's rare because my skin is really dry. So just use whatever foundation you prefer. Concealer today, I'm going to go in with two of my faves, and I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is really like a really good concealer for dark circles, and lately my dark circles, they're out to play. So I'm going to use Bye Bye Under Eye today. This is in the same color as my skin tone, so I'm going to be going over it with the LA Girl Yellow Corrector. You guys know that this is a oldie but goodie. So I'm going to apply these two under my eye. I'm not going to put that much by my under eye, but I am going to put a lot of the LA Girl concealer. So, pre-warn you guys. And I'm going to be using a MAC 252 brush to apply it. So I'm going to first start by blending in my chin and my forehead with my brush again, mainly because it still has foundation on it. So it's going to blend it out and it's not going to be as bright because I don't like my chin to be too bright because it's already pretty prominent. And then for my under eye, I'll use my Beauty blender. So see, as you see, like it's bright. So that foundation will help tone it down a little bit. Okay, so now that the concealer is blended out very well, I like to go back in with my Real Techniques brush or any brush that you use for your foundation and just kind of go over those lines because you don't want any lines of demarcation. That's something we gonna leave behind in 2016. Like, there shouldn't be any lines of demarcation. So you want to make sure you blend all that out. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this in place, and I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. I love this powder. It's not drying at all. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but it's my new bae. I really do like it. And I've been using it so much mainly because I don't have any of my CoverGirl powder right now. So don't get it twisted. That's still bae. But this is also bae. So I'm going to press that powder under my eye and on the sides of my nose. And this is just going to ensure that my nose is snatched. So while this is baking on my face, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows for you guys on camera today. Recently I uploaded a video of me doing my brows. That's always in my description box if you guys aren't aware of that. But lately I've been doing my brows with gel, which is kind of uncommon for me. I really like liner for my brows, but I've been using gel, and this is just a gel that I got from a kit a long time ago. If you guys remember the Ulta video, it's just a brown gel liner, but I like to use it for my brows. And I'm going to use my favorite eyebrow brush, and it's by Sonia Kashuk, and it's just super duper thin, and I love the way it makes my brows look. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. First, I'm going to start by spooling it out, getting the hairs in place. I'm going to do one brow on camera, and then I'm going to speed through the other one. So to start my brow, I'm going to start by underlining the brow. Light strokes, because this is really pigmented. So I'm going to start by underlining the brow. And then before I go any further, I have to spoolie it just to make sure that the product is blended. And for the front of the brow, I just spoolie the product up. I really don't focus any product at the front of my brow because I don't want that blocky brow look. It's not even, but that's what concealer's for. So I'm going to go ahead and do the top of the brow, and I'm going to outline it. And then spoolie it again. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the brow. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild. I think it's like a concealer brush. This brush, I literally use this every day for my brows. I don't use anything else to clean up my brows. So I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild brush. And this is from the vegan collection that I did a review on. And those brushes are really bad. But this one is bomb. And then I'm going to clean my brows up with this Sonia Kashuk medium quad concealer palette. And as you can see, it's very, very loved. I've hit pan on almost all the shades. And I just like to mix these two together just to clean under my brow. You want to use a concealer that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. And I'm going to start by cleaning the brow. Precision flat brush. This is the P80 brush, and I'm just going to use that to clean up under my brow. You want to make sure you blend that concealer out. You don't want to leave it harsh. You can leave it highlighted at the brow bone, but you don't want to leave your concealer harsh. Don't do that to yourself. So I'm going to blend this out. And that's how I do my brows. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this other brow and then get right back into the face. Okay, so now that the brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and dust off this bake. And I'm going to be using the MAC 138 tulip brush. Okay, so now that we dust away the rest of the bake, I'm going to go ahead and set under my under eye even more. And I'm going to be using Studio Fix powder in C6. And it's by MAC. It's just a lighter shade. This is not it. I'm going to be using my powder in C6 by MAC. This is a foundation powder, so it's way more heavier, but it's super full coverage. And I like to put this under my eye. It's like 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. And I'm going to pack this under my eye with the taper highlighting brush from Sigma. This is the F35. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And I like to highlight now before I bronze and contour because I feel like it's just a cleaner application. It's not that line of demarcation. So for highlighter today, I'm going to be mixing two. The first one I'm going to be using is the new highlighting bar from Wet n Wild. And it's the Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar in Holly Go Head. And this is what it looks like. It's a really, really, really nice highlighter. This is limited edition, so if you guys want this, you better get it. So I'm going to be applying this with my Anastasia A23 brush. This is my favorite brush to highlight with. And I'm going to focus this on the tops of the cheekbone. Over my brows, Cupid's bow, bridge of the nose, and the tip of my nose. I've been trying not to take my highlight too far down. I want it to mainly be focused on the tops of the cheekbone, so when I turn to the side you can see the highlight, and when I look forward it's not like a whole bunch of like highlight caked on my face. So I like to focus it more on the top of the cheekbone now. For the next highlighter, I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star highlighter in King Tut. I told you guys about this highlighter. This is just really a good highlighter. And I'm going to wet my brush with Fix Plus because wetting the brush is going to intensify the highlight. And I'm going to apply it to the top of my cheekbone. I kind of like to place it right there and then kind of swirl it around. So as you can see, as I'm looking straight forward to you guys, it's blank, but when I turn to the side, it's just like a highlight heaven. So now I'm going to go ahead and bronze my skin up. I don't really like to contour as much. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I just really mainly bronze my skin. And I'm going to be going in with that Selena bronzer that I used in my last tutorial. I'm going to be mixing the blush in because I like to mix a little pink in with my bronzer sometimes. So I'm going to go in and contour with this. The brush I'm going to be using is my Profusion's angled brush. This is my favorite brush to contour with at the moment. I'm going to mix these two together and go right under that highlight. It's kind of like blended as I'm going, so just get the edges. I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. You guys know that this is my jam. And I'm also going to mix it in with the Mercier Matte Translucent Powder. And this is just to assure that I'm not going to get oily at all. And you don't want to look white, so that's why I'm mixing it. So what I do is I put my brush into the Mercier, and then I swirl it into the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm going to set my face with this combo. So now moving on to eyes. Eyes are very, very, very simple. My everyday look, I do not take the time to do transition, crease, lid, and outer V. I simply just go into my shadow palette. This is like my everyday palette. I use this every day. And I'm going to go into MAC's Soft Brown. This is my favorite shadow. Like, it's my favorite. And I'm going to take that on a MAC 224. And I'm going to put this all into the crease. And I'm also going to put this in my lid. So what I basically do when I use one shadow is I focus it in the crease to add depth, and then I just add it lightly to the lid. So it kind of gives you the illusion that you're putting on more than one shadow, but you're not. And the eyes are pretty much done. Only thing I'm going to do now is do my inner corner highlight, and I'm going to be using Nylon by MAC. That is my favorite inner corner highlight. And this is just a Sonia kashuk pencil brush from the holiday collection. I'm not going to do my lower lash line. I don't really like to do my lower lash line unless I'm doing like a real funky look. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply bottom lash mascara. This is Giga Black by MAC. For my lashes today, I'm going to be using Koko lashes in Amore. I love Koko lashes, you guys already know. These are pretty much my everyday lashes now. I wear these all the time, and I swear I get the most questions when I wear these lashes. And I even had a family member ask me, did I get my lashes done, like were they mink? So get you some Koko lashes, and I'm just going to apply these with some bonding glue. You can use whatever kind of glue you want, but I like to use bonding glue. While these are dry, I'm going to go ahead and get into my lip. When I do everyday makeup, I always wear a gloss. It's just my go-to. I really love glosses. So I'm going to be using Cork by MAC. This is my favorite. Besides Stone, Cork is definitely my favorite. And I'm also going to use this lip gloss, and it's I'm not even sure where this lip gloss is from. I honestly got this from the Goodwill. Yes, y'all, I got this lip gloss from the Goodwill. It was brand spanking new when I got it, and it looks like shit because I use it way too much. But this is what the gloss is called. And I guess it's called Luxe, L-U-X-E. It's just the perfect like coral nude pinky color. Like, it's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes by Koko. And if you guys are struggling with lash application, I also have a lash application video that is always in the description box to help you guys. I'll be using the MY Badescu rose water spray. So this is the finished look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's crazy because when I do my most fantastic extravagant looks, like, it's like nobody cares, but when I do this everyday makeup look, I get so many questions on Insta, Snap, Twitter, DMs, everywhere. I get so many questions about this look, so I just figured I would do it for you guys. And I pretty much use a lot of my favorite products at the moment, so we can kind of just call this like everyday makeup slash October favorites video, because I pretty much use these products every day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will list all the products below in the description box. If you were not able to catch anything, please let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see next. And as always, I will see you in my next one.